Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time tuning in, welcome to All Things Delicious. Today on Brave Belly, I'm trying the famous Chamoy Pickle. I got a Chamoy Pickle kit from Chamoy Papi, okay? I ordered these on Sunday. They came in 2 days later. Super fast shipping, and they look absolutely legit. Look at these stickers. I like the marketing. Chamoy Papi at Chamoy Papi 2 eyes on Instagram and TikTok. All right. So basically what this is all about, this is like a viral thing going on TikTok, all over social media. It's a Chamoy Pickle. It comes with an entire kit of different ingredients, basically different types of candies and Takis chips stuffed into a pickle. I'm about to see what the buzz is all about. And then the Chamoy Papi candies, all right, we have these are basically like the peach gummies with chamoy sauce, all right. These are, I believe, a mix of watermelon and like airhead ones. And this one is Gushers, okay? Also seasoned. This doesn't look like it has too much chamoy, but it looks like it has like a tajin style. So basically this is all Mexican themed desserts, if you will, okay? I've been seeing these type of candies all over Instagram, you know, and people actually make them to sell. However, in my area, it's not around. I don't have like a dense population of Mexicans where I live, so it's hard to find this, believe it or not. When I move to LA though, ooh, don't you worry. I'm gonna be getting all the different types of exotic candies. So without further ado, let's get the show on the road. I'm jumping into these first. So basically, if you guys haven't heard, this brand, Chamoy Papi, it's from a very, very famous and very inspiring mukbanger food channel person. His name is Sushi, okay? I've been watching him for years. He's been doing it for, I don't even know how long. I'd say 7 years or so, not certain. But basically, he's very entertaining. He's seems very like personable. He just seems like a cool dude, like somebody that you would like to eat with, you know, very like friendly. So I've been watching his channel. He's been inspiring me a lot. I like his style, you know, he just talks in front of the camera and enjoys his food. So, you know, unlike other mukbangers who just eat, don't speak at all, or mukbangers that are just don't seem so personable and do a lot of acting, he's really genuine, you know, he's true to himself. He's himself on camera. So very likable guy. Anyway, so check these out. Look how amazing these look, all right? These are the peach gummies. You all know peach gummies, but this is the remix, okay? Looks like the chamoy sauce, and it looks like it has tajin too. See the little speckles? I'm assuming that's tajin. Now, my American friends that I have, they're not really familiar with this too much. This is like super exotic. It's hard. It's basically not, you can't find this in a store. So this is stuff you find online. And I figure, why not order, you know, exotic candies like this from somebody that actually has a YouTube channel. They have a name and a reputation to uphold, so you know they're gonna try their best to deliver a good product. So let's see what this is all about. Let's go. Peach chamoy going down. Wow. So delicious. Game changer, honestly. This blows regular peach rings out the water. If there was a tub of just peach rings next to it, I wouldn't even touch them, honest to God. And I do like peach rings, but if this was next to it, no question. It definitely elevates. It creates like this synergistic taste, you know, that's completely different. It's almost like you're eating like a, you know, like a sour Skittle type of peach ring instead of just a bland peach ring, you know? Absolutely amazing. Now, I could definitely eat this entire thing. So that's the chamoy dripping, you know, it's like gelatinous. Very, very, very good. Recommend this one. So this is the peach ring one. Look at the logo, it's cute. All right, we have a gummy bear squirted all over with chamoy sauce. So very eye-grabbing. I like the graphics. Let's get in. Oh, I'm gonna save the gushers for that. Okay, so these are watermelon and what else? I think they're like airheads. Well, we'll see. It's a mix of two different ones. They have more options. So they also have like Skittles. I just wanted the gummy ones. I like the chewy sensation. Oh yeah. Look, these are the rainbow. Look at the rainbow candies. You know about these jelly rainbow candies, the classic. And then we have the little watermelon ones. See, these are very, very popular American gummy candies, but they're like remixed. I don't know if they have these exact candies in Mexico, if they're popular in Mexico. Do they use Mexican candy, not like the American? I don't know. But I do know is they have the Mexican touch. All right. First, I'm gonna try, actually, let me try just the watermelon. Now, right away, the watermelon, definitely different consistency compared to the peach rings, okay? It feels less dense. So whereas the peach rings are like, you gotta really like dig into it with your teeth, this kind of like easier. So less dense and more sour. I think the watermelon is already sour, and then with the chamoy, it definitely has like way more of a sourness to it in a good way. All right, now we're gonna try the rainbow. Now the rainbow is a slightly more dense, so almost like that peach, like the peach rings. So being that it's more dense, you got to put more chew to it. Okay, so you got a little this and that, a little contrast, which is always nice because I feel like that definitely helps with the experience. You know, it has more depth to it. You're trying, you know, a variety of different textures. It's not just, oh, you might think this is, oh, the same as this. Completely different sensation. Yeah, the chamoy is similar, but the gummies are different. Definitely good experience, you know, of the variety. And I can't see anybody eating this with their hands. They'll be so messy. And another thing, I wouldn't suggest this eating this in your car or something. You drop one of these bad boys in your car, you're gonna be, not only will you get fuzzy right away, you know how you do the 3-second rule? I do the 3-second rule. If I drop food on the floor, I'm still eating it. Unless I see something on it, then I won't. But I'm one of those people that, you know, if I drop it, it looks fine, kiss it up to God, eat it, no problem. I'm not squeamish. This, ooh, you'd be very, very brave if you did that. You could eat this like food. Just the way it's edible, the way you could eat it with a fork. It's like a meal almost. All right, the world famous gushers, okay? Remixed, you know, Chamoy Papi style. So yeah, Steven Sushi is like a channel that I've been watching for a long time. And like I said, very inspiring because he's like himself. So he's being genuine and all he does is eat and talk. And he has a huge fan base. And then I don't know if I believe they're friends. There's another channel called Big Guy Appetite, okay? And he's also, I believe both of them are actually Mexican and they live in different parts of the country. But Big Guy Appetite, also an amazing channel, same deal, freestyling, you know, just just speaking and eating, you know, and he gained some subscribers from his personality first and foremost. And that's very appealing to me because I always value people that are like well-spoken and very personable. So Big Guy Appetite, right? Losing track here. The Big Guy Appetite, he had a promotional code, okay? It was like a 24-hour code, and I used it, so I got like 20% off, okay? So it was a good deal. I think these are like around $8. You guys have to check out, they have their own website. The link will be probably with, if you go to like Instagram, Chamoy Papi, okay, that's their link, or that's their actual page. If you go to that, I'm sure there's a link, obviously. All right, Gushers. Now, now Gushers, look, so these have less chamoy. I wouldn't be surprised if they're just lightly coated so they could, so you could apply the tajin. Now, do I know if it's tajin? Not certain. I use a lot of tajin, as you guys can see. This is like industrial size. Literally put it on every fruit I have. Like, I don't know if Mexicans put it on certain fruit, like watermelon, you know, your typical, but I put it on every piece of pineapple I consume. I put literally any fruit I put it on. So I love it. My American friends, they're kind of like, it's so different to them. And the first time I tried it, I felt the same way, but it definitely grew on me over the years, having Hispanic friends that eat it. And now to me, regular fruit just seems bland, honestly. So, oh, and another thing, this brand I found also, it's called La Fina, chili y limon, 100% natural. So this is basically like a knockoff brand. In my opinion, this tastes better than tajin. Guys, let me know in the comments if you guys tried this and what you think. Do you guys agree with me that it might taste better or disagree? Please let me know. Anyway, Gushers going down. Good old Gushers. Completely different than the other three. So the Gushers, you know, that flavor has like that chewy, waxy kind of texture. Delicious. Okay, and then when you do bite into that, you get that kind of like relief from the chewiness with that ooze, you know, that ooze of sweetness. Absolutely delicious. And of course, the chamoy, the lightly chamoyed and seasoned aspect of it gives it that zing, you know, the zinger. I love it. It's like, basically it's like tangy, okay? And this one definitely has more chew than the other two. In my opinion, if I was gonna pick one of them, I'd take the mix. I like the watermelon candy with the rainbow. I like this one the most. I don't know if it's because it's mixed or because those watermelons are just so good with chamoy. Yeah, they're softer too. It's like more of a pleasant texture. I love these. They're all good, but this one's my favorite. All right, guys. Now, the star of the show. I have the Chamoy Pickle kit from Chamoy Papi right here. All right. Now, this has been very viral, you know, in the last year or so. Very popular on all social media, TikTok, etc. And I've not been up on it. This is not something that you can just purchase in a store. All right. So this is more of like a younger generation type of food. You can't just get it, and it's new. I wonder who invented it. It's definitely Mexican though, Mexican style at least. And I feel there's been an uptick in Mexican snacks. Like, it's become more popular in American culture. And a big part I feel is like from Takis, because Takis are so popular and they're available everywhere. And the taste is very like foreign because it's like intense, you know? And so now, you know, with the lime, the lime flavor and the spicy flavor, very Hispanic style. And so I feel like Americans are finally catching on to stuff like this, you know, trying something different. I think that's awesome. All right, we're gonna just get right into this kit. So this is how it looks. So you get a big old red dill pickle, chamoy dill, all right? So apparently it's already seasoned in like a chamoy dill. That's awesome. Never heard of that. So I guess that's what gives it the the red color. And it's by Miss Klein's Pickle Company, 1945, naturally fermented, fresh from the field to you, no refrigeration needed, made with real dill. From Phoenix, Arizona, okay? 5 calories, contains cucumber, water, vinegar, salt, natural, artificial flavor, risk, blah, 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 blah. You know, basically stuff so it doesn't go bad, like any dill pickle that you get in a pouch. However, this one's red, okay? So pretty funky. I like the fact that this kit includes like a brand. Like this is a brand that, you know, has some marketing behind it, obviously. And to me, that's important because I feel like when companies put in time and effort for branding, they kind of have like a name that they have to uphold. So this is not some generic stuff. So I'm happy with that. Then we have the Lucas Salsagetti. Salsagetti, this is like the Mexican version of spaghetti. No, I'm kidding, it's just candy, but it's made to look like spaghetti, okay? And it's, you know, it's probably like tahini. It's very like, you know, sour and spicy, etc. Then you have the Lucas Gusano candy. This is like basically like a chamoy, similar to a chamoy, and you put this on the spaghetti to make it like a pasta. I've actually seen it eaten before, and I was like, wow, that's mind blowing. Like, that's pretty cool that, you know, they do their candies like that. It's very one of a kind, you know, like in Europe, they don't have these little kits where you do that with candy. I've never seen that when I'm in Europe. It's like what you see is what you get. You know, you have your rich chocolates and etc. and fruits covered in chocolate, stuff like that. But that's super cool. One of a kind. And this is also made by the brand Lucas Polvos. It's some kind of candy, sweet and sour chamoy flavored powder, okay? So we're gonna powder it up. Little salt and pepper shaker, huh? Like, I guess that's the vibe they're going. It's cool, you know, because you could have like interact with candy. So it's cool for kids. I notice Mexican children, they love like interacting with the foods. Like they'll be 4 years old, pick up limes, squeeze it. Like, dude, that's advanced for a child, I feel like. All right, fruit by the foot. All right, fruit roll up basically, you know? So we all know what that is. And of course the Takis. So I've never seen this done in front of me. I've seen it online like once or twice, so I'm gonna figure out as I go. I'm gonna put gloves on like a real, you know, mukbanger. Okay. Stay on theme here. You guys like my Michoacan gas station hat? Well, I like it, all right? I gotta check this out. Ooh, like Azteca style. Thought it's pretty cool. I got this actually literally from Mexico. So yeah, I've been to Mexico. I love it. I love it. And honestly, as a white gringo, I had a phenomenal experience, honest to God. People were looking me dead in the face and smiling at me and being polite, and I felt positive energy. I absolutely liked it. And actually, it was during the time where the government like gave a warning for Americans not to travel to Mexico. I just happened to have been there at that moment. So people were messaging me like, oh, be safe. I'm like, safe? I was walking around with big old Versace sunglasses and a, you know, cowboy hat. I absolutely loved it. Now, do I recommend you guys do that? Maybe I just got lucky. So no, don't take that as advice. I'm just telling you guys my experience. I loved it. I loved it. I'd go back to Mexico anytime. I was in Rosarito, and where else did I go? Basically like Baja. I drove in. All right. Already opening it wrong, of course. Ooh, let's see what this juice tastes like, huh? dill pickle. Sour, the way you would expect it. Oh yeah, I already feel like when my teeth grind, I hear that screeching. When things are sour, that's like the sensation I usually get. Ooh, that's sour. Mexicans love like sour and like lemony or limey like that. They put lemon on lemon and salt to top it off. All right, apparently you're supposed to bite the top off. However, I'm just gonna cut it. I wanna show you guys, check this knife out. I got this for my birthday for my younger brother. He wanted to get me like a, you know, like a survival knife. So I was like, all right, cool, get me a Gerber. And this is like, never been used, badass, check it out. See, still got the seal on it. Look at that. Ooh. Look at that, it's even got like one of those smashers on the back. But me, I'm using it to cut my pickle. And get some of that oil, because they put oil on it when they ship it, because they don't want the metal to rust or anything. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna, I guess, is there a top or a bottom? I don't know. I'm just gonna cut it right here. Wow. Just like a sour pickle. Definitely has like dillness. Now, what am I supposed to do? Like, how am I supposed to fit everything in there? She's tight. Ooh. So, in this case, it might not be the best thing, being that she's so tight, because I want room for, you know, the ingredients. That's the whole point. Ooh, this one's super sharp. I better be careful. I'm just gonna hollow her out a little bit. She gotta get stuffed like a turkey. A little more. I don't know the process. I'm figuring it out as I go. So you guys leave me some comments down below if I'm doing this right. All right. So first things first, we're gonna go with the Takis. No, yeah, we'll save the wrap for last. All right, Takis first. So these are the Fuegos. All right, these are bomb. Why do you think they're viral? They're bomb. I love them. I eat them all, the blue ones. Now they came out with zombie ones. They're green. Apparently they're like, you know, limited edition. People can't find them. Meanwhile, when I was in LA, they were everywhere. I was literally contemplating purchasing them just to give them away as gifts. But then I was like, nah, maybe I don't want to fall into the hype too much, you know? So, all right, so I'm gonna shove this in there. And perfect amount. I'm glad that he gave like a small little pack, because that's what you need for this pickle. It's a pickle kit, you know? Perfect size, because there's enough to shove in here, eat a little bit, and shove it in again. So yeah. You guys let me know if you guys ever tried this. You know, this is definitely this is exotic as it gets, and I'm a huge fan of exotic candies, exotic foods all across the board. Now I'm supposed to put in some of these. I don't know where they'll fit, but somehow I'm supposed to get them in there. Well, you know what? I'm gonna do the wrap on the outside. Probably should have did that first, now that I realize, because the wrap is basically got to be wound around it, and I don't want to lose any of those Takis, you know, that filling. Look at that. Now, when I was a kid, I didn't eat a lot of this type of candy, believe it or not, because I was always a chubby boy. And so this wasn't allowed in my house. My parents wouldn't purchase this for me. Maybe that's a European thing. You guys let me know if your parents were strict about your foods when you were young. Especially if you were like chubby, if you had like a weight problem, were your parents hard on you about it? Or were they just like, oh, at least he's happy, you know, as long as my child is happy, that's all that matters. My parents were not like that, you know. And there's pros and cons to that, believe it or not. the good thing for me personally, I learned how to tell myself no. Sometimes when you just overeat too much, there's a learned kind of off switch where I'm just like, you know what, enough is enough. I need to take a time out with over consuming, you know, and that has been instilled in me from my childhood. So I am grateful for that. However, it is hard to be a child and, you know, seeing friends have like fruit snacks at school and all you get is a sandwich, you know, and a box drink, a little box drink. So that was rough, but I'll get over it, all right? All right, so now this little spaghetti, all right, comes with gusano, all right? And it's basically like liquid seasoning. It's like a chamoy, like a spicy, it might be like a Valentina or something. We'll see. Ooh, there we go. Make sure it drips all the way deep on the inside. All right. All right, stuff that. Now, we're gonna do some of this liquid. I know I opened it, maybe not. Maybe I opened it right. Oh, and this one is definitely, let's try it. Very pleasant, not intense like spice. Like a chamoy, watered down chamoy, like liquidy, very good. Like liquid candy, okay? And now we have the seasoning. This is like the Mexican spice. You know how they call white spice is like salt and pepper? As opposed to like, you know, other races that like hot, hella hot sauce or just more seasoning. Well, this is the Mexican seasoning. Ooh, I gotta put this down. Sorry guys that this is taking long, but it is what it is. Oh yeah, I didn't know it's flip top. Is this another juice? I thought this is supposed to be a powder. Oh, it's not coming out for some reason. I'm sorry guys, I'm a rookie, but I'm gonna caveman it. All right. Oh yeah, it's definitely powdery because I just inhaled some. It's very fine powder. Oh yeah. Wow. Pure sweet and sour. Wow, that went up every type of orifice because it's so fine. It's delicious. This is like pure candy powder. You know how some they have a candy that's powdered and you just go like that, like those sour straws, I believe. That's this. Okay, right on top. Really, I should have just put it on the outside as well. Ooh, that's a lot. Okay, what else do we have here? I think that's everything, guys. I think that's the whole set. Let's give it a little wet moisture. Just a tad. That's it. All right, guys, chamoy pickle. Look at that. It looks pretty actually, huh? Came out pretty good. Check this out. Ready? Chamoy pickle. Let me clean up a little bit. Ooh, the drum roll. The anticipation. Okay. All right. Chamoy pickle, first time ever, by Steven Sushi at Chamoy Papi. Going down. Wow, such a burst of exotic flavors. So good. I gotta tell you, the Takis definitely hit. They're definitely needed in there because everything is like gooey and chewy and gushy, etc. Ooh, yeah. And that like Taki gives it the huge contrast of crunch and that corn flavor. So it's actually something baked along with like, you know, something sweet and gelatinous. Baked, fried, whatever. They're just, you know, chips. Mm. 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 Oh yeah, that crunch. Mm. Wow. Now you get definitely a light hint of like all the sweet ingredients in there, but it's not crazy because that dill chamoy pickle is so intense, you know? That's the heart of the flavor, that dill pickle. And everything else is just like a percentage less of the flavor. So for instance, the most intensity you get is the actual dill pickle, the chamoy dill pickle. The second is the taki, okay? And that's such a delicious contrast, okay? And then the actual, you know, the spaghetti, if you will, and all the toppings for it, etc., etc. They're, even though you're loading it up, they're just like a hint. You only get a hint of them, you know, because everything else is so overbearing. So it actually works. Ooh, look at these exotics. I'm so glad I tried this, guys. I would definitely recommend everybody try this just to know what it's like, you know. Mm. Wow. Now the reason I'm coughing is when I put the powder on top and I go to bite it, I inhale some of that dust. Okay, so yeah, that happens. Look, I actually managed to stuff the entire bag of Takis in the pickle. So that just goes to show you as far as like the sizing. And look, the whole like spaghetti, just enough for everything. So it's not like, oh, I wish they had more of this, I wish I had more of that. Perfect ratios. So good job, Steven Sushi. Good job. Because it's like, if you're gonna look for this online, why not order it from somebody that eats food on camera as a profession? Like, that's who I'm going to order stuff from, food, you know? So thanks, Steven Sushi, this is bomb. Mm. Mm. Now, I'm gonna try this with some gushers, because why not? I already know, I guess I call it wave of like the theme here. So now I feel confident in like mixing it up, okay? Now I realize there's really no rules to this. As long as you have like that gummy, the chamoy, kind of like that tahini, and ideally you want like a chip in there. The chip is definitely where it's at. All right, guys, look at that with gushers now. Mm. Mm. I don't know how this is gonna make me feel later. I do have a strong stomach. Guys, let me know down below if this gives you bubble guts. I wonder if this is part of that whole, I don't know if you guys saw that meme, why does my stomach ache starter pack? I wonder if this is gonna be in it. I don't feel like it is, just because the food tastes like it goes well together. However, this is absolutely an exotic mix, so we shall see. But, ooh, look at that, these gummies. Gummies with the pickle. All right, last bite, guys, going down. Mm. Oh yeah. Now, would I eat this every day? Absolutely not. This is like an experience food, okay? In my opinion, you eat this once in a blue. You know, you have to really crave it. It's something that you haven't had for in a minute, and then you're just like, you know what? Let's do it. And this is actually good food to experience with a friend, like a close friend. It's like, because it seems silly. And that's like a cool aspect. You know, food is meant to be like basically savored and appreciated with friends and family. And this is an awesome reason to bring friends and family together to experience something exotic and different. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Please share, please like, please subscribe. Signing off, till next time. Cheers.